Ever-Ready? You know what Ever-Ready is?
A band?
It was a battery.
A battery?
Used to be a battery. Like a battery.
Oh, like a
Duracell. Like a Duracell battery.
We don't use those things
It was
anymore.
an Ever-Ready. Ever-Ready. It was big company. Yeah.
Well, they lost to the Energizer
You're like what?
Bunny, I
You're
guess.
29, right?
29.
Yeah, that's why you don't get it. Your mom would. She would know. Is Karen about you out there? I don't see her yet.
She
Who's
said
that?
she'd be looking out. I just saw her.
Okay. Who's this? IBK? IB no? IB know you? I gotta swipe. There we go. IBK. How are you? IBK. What happened to IBQ? Okay, IBL. IBK. Oh, we're live on Facebook.
Joking.
I have to try. IB joking. I have to try to be professional now because we're on Facebook. Live from the concourse, everybody. My friend Connor Burke joining me. It's a tough spot right now.
Yeah.
We've said it the last few games. Things are tightening up, but this really is the last legs, like the last legs for the Sarnia Sting, especially after an incredible turnaround last night against Saginaw.
Yeah.
Can this team catch a break?
You can, like I said, you don't want to rely on anyone else's schedule, and that's why you can't, because even when they're down 4-0, it's an unbelievable comeback to come back from in the third.
I mean, kudos to Saginaw for great hockey. But
the Ice Dogs just did us no favors last night at all.
Right. So
I'm getting a little tech savvy here in my age. I punched a couple numbers into the GPT, as they call it, the Chat GPT.
Oh, yeah.
And with us both having 61 games left, 2 games against the Spirit, not to forget about, which are monumental, especially
the
if you
last
can get a
game
win
of the
tonight.
season.
Yeah, if you can win out, you almost have to win out all these games and have Saginaw only get 2 in there. So if you can take 2 from them, it says 8% to 15% probability. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Right. There you go. There is a chance.
And I'm telling you there's a chance.
Well, there is a chance. And, I mean, that's why they call it sports, Anything can happen out there. And we have seen this thing bounce back, but, like, they're out of time. This has got, like, tonight's the night.
It is.
This is the Memorial Cup right here for this team against FLINT, who occasionally has had our number, but overall we've been able to give FLINT a hard time. So maybe this is the night that the turnaround happens.
Seemed to match up pretty well against them. Again, some offensive firepower. Nathan Aspinall, huge forward, 6'7", 6'7". And, it's going to be tough in those corners. Had to throw that in there.
Right.
It's going to be tough in those corners again. You're going to have to toughen up and play the big man. And now we've got Kalo Stepenko's in net after how many consecutive starts from Patrick Quinlan. I feel like I actually set up a cot in the basement. I've been staying this whole night. We've been here Wednesday. We were here Sunday. We're here tonight. We were here last Friday. So it's a huge workload, and you hope that they got a little bit of rest between Wednesday night and yesterday. So I'm sure they were all probably watching that Saginaw game, whether at home or together. And this is it. Yeah, I'm sure they feel the pressure. They know what position they're in, and Matthew Turcotte's looking to bring the best out of them.
Talked to Beckham Edwards and Jack Van Volsen at the post game the other day, and the question, what's the message going back into the locker room after that loss, and the message is just simple: we just got to keep playing. It was pretty much, that wasn't verbatim, but that's pretty much what they both said, is we just got to keep playing. They were asked, like, you must know in your mind where you sit, and he's like, yeah, of course we do, but we also know what we're here to try to accomplish, and we know we still have some opportunities, and we just have to try to take advantage of those opportunities as best we can. Sounds like a little bit of a political answer, sort of, but what other answer would you expect? I mean, we're here to win.
That's all you can give. The other answer is we're rolling over and letting this happen. They're not going to let it happen. It's a feisty team. You saw with even last game, it was a lot tamer than Sunday afternoon, but there was still a couple battles, and they're not willing to lay down and let whether they make the playoffs or not. It's going to be a fight going down, and I'm proud of them for that. And that's all you can say, really.
No, and they. I was talking to Lee Cunningham, play-by-play for CHOK, about 4 o'clock before the game. And make sure you tune in. He had an interview earlier today with Mark Guy, owner and the leader of the team, if you will. And he said it was really a very great, candid interview. That's all I know. So I'll be listening for that at intermission. You can go to chok.com for that. But, one thing I do know about Mark Guy, getting to know him over, and I knew him a little bit before here, but getting to know him a little bit more here with the Sting is he is candid. He's straight. They're aligning themselves. They have a strategy. And, not just the right partners out on the ice, but the right community partners, the right people involved behind the scenes. That is what it's going to take to get this team aligned. There is a plan of action that's coming out, and that's, coming more into the new year.
Yeah, and you have to start looking towards the next year because, you can keep the playoffs in mind as much as possible, but you got a big summer coming ahead. Like I said last time, it's probably going to be a big focus looking at all the import picks and what you can get out of them. And sure, there's going to be a lot of moving parts because this is the first full off season where the NCAA agreement has come in.
Yeah, right. We talked about that.
Yeah, and you hear a lot about players who are, kind of run their course here and think that they want to play against older players, stronger players maybe. And I don't think it's skilled. Look
at that. I got Jay Peckham's name up there. Did I mess that up?
That's not me.
Did I mess that up?
Say I'm a little more handsome.
He's gonna be like, see, you missed me. Yeah, no, for sure. And the other thing I talked to Lee about too was the work ethic of this team, and I said, and I mentioned you as well talking about it, and he 100% agreed. He goes, some teams would have given up by now, but the Sting's work ethic has continued to show up on the ice.
Yeah, it's a staple of our game, I think, and it keeps people coming back. You see that with the attendance. You keep beating that drum. It's the bottom of the standings, but the top of the attendance list.
Yeah.
This is a team that has a great support, like you said, with all the sponsorships, Joe's Discount Tire, the Carpenters, the laborers. It's a whole community here, and everybody is here to see the same goal, and I hope that they can bring playoffs and a Memorial Cup and host a Memorial Cup even. That would be very cool, all of those things. So
the future does look bright. I mean, and then you look at, some trade deadlines and all that sort of, with all that stuff, and then it's like it continues on, training camps, and, we'll be here through the summertime as well, and there's a lot of learning that goes on there. And other changes, who knows, that comes to this team, what that looks like. It's not, and in defense of some of the members of the staff, it's not just one person making decisions. I think sometimes I'll even go to coaching. Sometimes a coach takes all the heat, and it's not always just the coach. But I also get it at the same time. Leader of the band got to take the heat, and we saw that earlier with a change of hand from Alan Letang. Who I really enjoyed as a coach. But who knows, right? And then now Matthew Turcotte is in here, and he brings a lot to the bench out there. I think there was some, coming from the, a different league into this one. I think there might have been a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Adjustment period?
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, coming from another league into the Ontario Hockey League.
A culture shock,
maybe a culture change for a lot of people, right? Or an acceptance.
The language, most
for
definitely.
Sure. Yeah.
But even if you look at the QMJHL, it's a much less physical league. They implemented the fighting rule this year, so this is a whole different game, I think, coming in. He probably saw that pretty quickly. I mean, he's no stranger to the game. He knows the OHL, and I'm sure he's followed it for years before he came over here. But it's a whole different game than the Q, and I think you're speaking to the staff as well. You bring him in, and you didn't see much overhaul other than the assistant coach firing, which happened before Alan Letang. And then you kind of wonder if Matthew Turcotte has his mindset on some of his own guys. It's tough to come in as a lone man, and your whole bench is new guys that you've never spoken to before. And not to say that someone should get fired, but to bring an additional man on the bench, that's been his right-hand man for his whole career. Many possibilities.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting season coming ahead as well. But right now, the focus is here tonight against the Flint Firebirds. They're at the top of their ledger, and this is another one that, while we've been able to come on top of the Flint Firebirds before It's not going to be an easy task. And, you know, in almost the exact words of Matthew Turcotte, like the other day, I did not like our start, and we have to learn to start better. And this is going to be a really critical one tonight.
Yeah, get into the game. It's going to be a lot busier than I think it was on Wednesday night. To get the crowd going early.
Yeah.
This is massive. This is it. It's coming down to it. Like I said, they all feel it, and I'm sure they're ready to perform. Iron sharpens iron. We've got all of the last, I think, 5 or 6 games, and everyone has been at the very top of the conference, and I think that's just to our benefit. I think you see how I think we've been better over the course of that. You had a good game against Barrie, and then maybe not so good, and then even against Kitchener on Wednesday, I think we did a great job. That's just a super powered team, and we were so close even till the very end. It was a 1-goal game, and then it slipped away. So you're just only getting better. I think it's not a great time of the year to be getting better. You've got the last little stretch here, but better late than never, right?
Yeah. I haven't looked yet. Maybe you have it starting. I feel like Osipenko's starting tonight.
Yes, Quayle
right?
Osipenko is starting.
And that's nice to see, actually. You know, he's been a good strength for this Sarnia Sting Hockey Club. And, you know, Patrick Quinlan, I think I mentioned the other day, I was talking with Kevin Quinlan. His dad introduced himself to me. He said he watches our show. So hello, Kevin, if you're watching.
Kevin.
Appreciate the conversation, and said he enjoys us. So I said, oh, you must be watching me and Connor, not that Jay Peckham guy. Right? You know.
Oh, well, his name might be up there. You never know.
Well, right, I might have gotten confused, right? But it was nice to hear. But, you know, like I had a little chat with him as well, and he was pretty candid too. I said, boy, that boy of yours is really standing on his head for us. He's like, yeah. You know, and it's a lot of work, and no matter how good you are, you can only take so much of that before it becomes more frustrating. So maybe that's the break that Quinlan needs tonight. And then Osipenko, anytime he steps in, he's shown up for this team.
Oh, he's so athletic. He can dive across the crease without effort. And the way he gets into the splits and makes diving saves, I think he's had multiple OHL saves of the night already in his young career. And I think it's pretty important to kind of lean more into him, because we'd love to use Patrick as much as Quinlan.
Yeah,
but he
much
would,
as we Quinn.
He would, you know, that he's already committed to a college next year, and for what he had to give, he gave us a great season, and I think maybe it's a bit of a time to give him a bit of a rest and let the future lead the way, because I believe Osipenko will probably be the starting goalie next year.
Okay. Likely you're right.
I don't know.
No, likely you're right.
That's a guess.
Thanks to Joe's Discount Tire, and of course Hughes Intelligence for supporting us. Our friends, the LaPointe family, is up in the Hughes Intelligence Hockey Suite. I'll be up there saying hello to them tonight.
Very
glad that they're here, and thanks to Hughes Intelligence for that. We're going to go say hi to TikTok, because we're missing a lot here.
Holy smokes.
Lots of, how are you doing?
We're doing all right. We're doing good.
Michelle Lee. Oh, hey, Michelle. Michelle's local here. She's an amazing. Need to interview you on my show, Michelle. Are you guys going to make playoffs? Hey, guys. Ask at the end of the night. Follow me, send money.
I don't have any.
I don't have any. Jay Peckham, go follow him. He's got all the money.
Yep.
Woodstock get Junior B next year. Oh, yeah, interesting.
Oh, cool.
Go GOHL, yeah.
Chatham in talks. I don't know if you saw that at all for the OHL as well.
Go Sting, go. Thanks, Nathaniel. And look at the Seaburks. What's that?
That's my first and last name.
No, I know, but
that's
who
my
is
friend Jesse there. That is.
Oh, okay. Well,
Johnny, I believe.
Haha, my son is at the game. Oh, nice. Okay.
Tell him to come say hi.
Yeah. Bring him on by.
Hello from Woodstock. Hello from Sarnia. Go Sting, go.
I heard. Can I say? I think I can say this. I heard a rumor. It's a rumor. I cannot confirm.
It's pure speculation.
That next year there will be 2 regular games played in Cornwall.
Very cool.
Now, I don't know if that is the Sting playing there, but there will be 2 regular games. It's what I heard.
Now that would be pretty cool. You know, it would be awesome to see the Sting do it too, because that's our old team.
Right. So my guess would be that's it. It would make logical sense to. What does that mean? Who knows? New team. I don't think the Sting are going anywhere. If anybody's concerned about that.
No, certainly not.
There's the ownership here, the new ownership. Pardon me. Still got to pay for the $500,000 jumbotron up there.
Yeah, costs a lot.
600,000 if I recall. So I just heard that. Don't hold me to that. Don't fact check me, all that stuff. But I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd say it was pretty accurate. So that'll be interesting.
That'd be very cool.
Coming into the new season, we talk about that too. Like, we've seen a lot of changes in the OHL overall. New commissioner, and his first mission was to go around to all the arenas, all the barns, and see everybody and see what's going on. And, that really shows a commitment from the OHL as to what they're trying to put out there for the fans to enjoy, and they want some growth as well.
Yeah, they talked about the expansion a lot at the beginning of this year, and it kind of fizzled out at the talks a little bit. So, like you said, with Cornwall getting a game, I would think that they're probably in the running for a new team. Yeah. Chatham, the rumor was, you go check Chatham Kent News. Yep. It looks like they're going to invest in a new arena. It would be pretty cool for them, and there's a lot of other moving parts. I don't think we're going to see a new team next year, but maybe in 2 years it would be pretty cool to see this league expand, and I'm sure they have big plans. And all the stuff that we don't know, it'd be nice to be a fly on the wall.
I don't know, we go back to the NCAA again. But that's kind of an expansion in itself.
Yeah,
and I think that's something that we're still. It's going to be 2 years, next season and the season after, before we can really decide whether we're happy about that or not.
Yeah, well, I can say I'm not too happy about it, but it's great for players' careers, and players talk too, so even between leagues and in countries even, so I'm sure a lot of these players are going to be deciding on what is best for their career and talking to their friends and teammates and players in other leagues and saying, hey, this is what I experienced in this league, and I'm sure you'll probably see some players maybe even coming back from college. They didn't maybe get the time that they wanted on ice, or maybe they didn't have the right coach, or there's a whole number of factors. So I'm sure you'll see it both ways this year. And I've heard rumors of Jack Nesbitt from the Windsor Spitfires probably going to college next year. It's a possibility. So it's a whole lot of moving parts.
Right. Speaking of Windsor, we talked about it the other day, but Belchez, going in for surgery on his shoulder. I mean, there you go, Commissioner right there, Brian Crawford. I met him actually at Patty Flaherty's when he was first here. And
were you looking up?
Have a meeting, and I talked to him. He comes from the golf world. In a big way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and basketball as well. He's got quite a resume. And I had like a good 20-minute chat with him, which is a long time when everybody else is tugging on him, and I was like, I'm just this David guy over here. But he talked about it, and nice guy, but I do think his heart's in what he's doing, and that's going to make a difference too. So I was saying Spitfires, like you don't ever wish an injury for sure, and that's a bummer at any time of year. But the worst time of the year is right now, especially when your team's at the top.
Yeah, well, I want to keep your positioning. I don't think there's too much fluctuation. Yeah, and this happened last year actually. If you remember, he missed the playoffs last year. I think he got a couple games in and then got injured in the playoffs.
It's like the curse.
So downer. It's tough for him. It's I don't want to say it's good for us, but we're playing the Spitfires next Friday here at home, so it's a little bit to our benefit.
Bittersweet, but
it's a little bit to our benefit. But yeah, you never want to see him.
Well, we'll see. After tonight, will it matter?
Yeah, but that's for sure. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But yeah, the focus is tonight. And
we do wish him the best, though. That's a tough injury, because that's not just you're out for the playoffs. It's like that could be career changing right there. So we're hoping that's
especially when you see two of them.
What's that?
Especially when he has two injuries.
Yeah, that's right.
They start to pile up pretty early.
For sure. Going over to TikTok, Ty followed us. Thank you, Ty.
Happy Friday.
And Zachary. Hello, Zachary. I am doing wonderful, thanks. Carl from Oshawa. 73s, buddy. Do you know what that means, 73? Did I ever tell you that?
No.
So he's a ham radio operator at Oshawa. I'm a ham radio operator, and one of the things we say to someone is, like, have a good day or whatever. It's code 73.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. So
good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Right. Well, unless you're a ham, you probably wouldn't know that, right? Zachary's liking us out there. I haven't seen Karen about you. What's going on?
I don't know if they went for dinner. What's
yeah,
she
got out of the house?
She'll be hearing about that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So they got to come out the gate starting hard. And what are we? We're about 10 minutes away from the Sting coming out here on the ice, and it's really just going to be, I don't know, it's going to be easy to talk about because they're going to come out ahead out of the gate, like I say, like the hungry horse that's waiting for the gate to launch and just fly out of there. Got to have the vertical pedal on the right down to the floor from the start. You can't come into this going, oh, we've beat these guys before. Let's remember how hard we had to work at beating these guys before, but it is doable.
It's not a cakewalk, and to see Beckham Edwards get a few goals last game, it's really nice to see him come out, and I'd like to see more of that, and I'm sure he is too. And I don't know if they feel the same way I do, but I think maybe a little bit of the weight's off at this point, where it sounds silly, but the pressure is as high as it can be. But what can you do? This is it. You give it your all, and if you, like you said, you do your best, and you don't be mad about it. This is it. You're playing the best of the best teams. You've had a pretty tough schedule for the past 2 weeks, and this is it. Just go out and play your game, and it's a Friday night at the Hive. Right.
Barry Colson, 6'7", followed. So, you go, Barry Colson, 6'7", followed us on TikTok. So you're like a Barry Colts, or you're an Ottawa fan? Or
maybe
both?
He was born in 1967.
Oh, maybe.
Thank you. The jersey
I like
is cool.
the jersey. Oh, yeah. Carl, looking good, David.
Just David. All right.
Yeah. Well, you got a comment in there. Please comment.
I never got looking good.
My goodness. Yeah, well.
I'm very vain,
I didn't say it to myself. Thank you. I do look good. I appreciate that.
Oh, my hair would have been nicer if I was that vain. I'll tell you that.
Weird Al Yankovic look going on there. Yeah, my hair's a disaster. Oh, I don't have it.
Looks great, thanks to Jennifer Moon.
Yeah, Jenny cuts my hair. She does a good job. We're going to be back. Hello, Emily. Nice to have you back. Haven't seen you out here in a bit, or maybe I just missed you. Yeah, for sure. It's getting to be a pretty decent turnout here. I mean, numbers were a little low the other day, but it was a Wednesday, so maybe that was part of it. But
yes, go Woodstock.
People are still showing up for this thing, and it's tough, right? And people think it's tough to talk about it or to be here, but try being the ones that got to tie up the skates and go out there and play hockey tonight. There's got to be a lot going through the mind of a Sting hockey player tonight. There's so many things happening.
Yeah, well, we don't have to hear it from the coach when we go home, right?
Right.
You take the game and you leave. These guys, they got to take it home with them. They got the post-game speech. No one wants to be chastised. No one wants to be yelled at. So that's probably another factor in wanting to win, right?
To be part of it.
You want to do the best that you can for your coach. And
thanks for the heart, me, Emily.
Thank you.
The heart. Am I doing that right? Are we doing that right? Thump, thump.
I think this
thump,
is
thump.
This is what they do now.
Thump, thump. Oh, is that it? Oh, is that? Oh, the finger like
finger
that?
heart. Yeah.
Oh, finger heart. Okay, that's much easier. Okay, than that, because I feel like I'm doing it upside down. I don't know. I'm still learning 6'7".
And that ship has long sailed.
I don't know. You might hear about it tomorrow night. Doing my comedy act tomorrow night. I will say the 6'7" is going to be in there. That's all.
I'm looking forward to it. For me, it hasn't. I still give it to the old guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They don't like me very much for that.
Sure. Our thing back in my day was psych.
I just said that.
Do you want a cookie? Psych. That came from Eddie Murphy doing his Eddie Murphy Delirious. You weren't even born yet.
No, probably not.
Have you ever seen Eddie Murphy Delirious?
The red leather jacket?
Yes.
I have seen it.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
And he talks about ice cream. Want to lick? Psych. Right? That's where that came from.
He coined the word.
Same with the mic drop. Eddie Murphy started the mic drop.
The first ever mic drop.
It was in the movie Coming to America.
I've seen, but I don't remember.
And he played the singer guy. Sexual Chocolate was the guy's name that he imitated. And at the end, and nobody listened, and he dropped the mic. There was silence, and the mic drop was born. I'm telling you right now.
He's a pioneer.
Ask ChatGPT. It must be true. All right. Are we out of things to talk about? Because we're talking about Eddie Murphy here right now.
Well, you can swing back to
it's
hockey
not
sometime.
a funny place to be in. Still lots of scratches. Houston Hurt, Jordan Bax, Cole Willard, Hari's off, Chase Sewell, all of them. There's a whole list there, and we're missing them. So we'll see. Coming out in a few moments, the Sarnia Sting hosting the Flint Firebirds. That'll be it for TikTok. I will be back here with my friend Connor to talk more about what's happening at the end of period one.
And if you're so lucky.
We'll see. Well, I'll do it myself if I have to.
Oh, you can get that Jay Peckham.
Don't make me bring Jay Peckham in here, I'll tell you. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Okay.
All right, that's going to be it. Thanks, Joe's Discount Tire, Hughes Intelligence Canada, and, of course, all of you for Beyond the Boards.